Hello, this is John Piper. This clip is the introduction to a new course that I've created. It's all about trading markets, and it's going to cover everything that I know about trading markets based on my 25 years plus now. In fact, I started in '85, it's now 2011, almost 2012. 26 years or so of in the kitchen, in the heat of the market experience. I've done most things. I've even started trading Forex this year for some reason, with some success, thankfully. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here, and my better techniques have worked beautifully for many years. And this is what this course will be all about. Now we're going to start with some psychology, because psychology, in the various ways it can manifest itself, is one of the key aspects. In fact, there are three key aspects. One of the key aspects is psychology. The other is money management, and the third is operation. What you actually do in the markets. It's actually not necessarily as important as the other two, in fact, although of course everybody focuses on the operation, and people don't focus so much on the important stuff. Now, in this introduction, I want to make a few sort of points that maybe you haven't thought about before. One of them actually is just the psychology of the pounds per point, because let's say we take a trade on FTSE and make 100 points. Now, if you're trading £1 a point, you make £100. Okay, that's good. It's not bad. Trading £5 a point, you make £500. Now that's better. Yeah, £500 is a livable wage on a daily basis, some even weekly basis, whereas £100 perhaps isn't. Trading £10 a point, you make £1,000, and £100 a point, you can make 10 grand. Okay, now 10 grand for a day's trading is a super rich category. Okay, you obviously not make money every day, but if you did make 10 grand a day, it'd be 50 grand a week, and you're making $1 million plus, obviously, per annum. So it depends what you want. None of us really need $1 million plus per annum. It's a nice objective. It's something I'm aiming for in my business. It's something that it's a target worth having. I think what you do with the money's up to you. People who earn that kind of money tend to give quite a little away for obvious reasons. You can't really spend it. Once you've got the house, you've got the car. If you're on a yacht, you've got the yacht, and all the other things. You just don't need that much money. But of course, getting there is not easy. But the point I'm making, and I'm sort of detracting away from this, is that your risk tolerance is a key part of this process. There's no real point being a trader if you're limited to £5 per point. If you can't get above that psychologically, if you seize up above £5 a point, then it's never going to be worth all the trials and tribulations of becoming a trader in the first place. Now, in subsequent parts of this course, which is going to be quite extensive, I'm planning a whole load of modules of this course. It'll be coming out over a number of months. We'll be looking at this in some detail, because there are ways of dealing with this. There's nothing really that's fixed in the human mind. We can change ourselves. We can get used to different things. We do it all the time, in fact. I mean, we're always reinventing ourselves. I used to be an accountant. I then became a tax specialist. Then I became a trader. Then I started giving seminars. Then I started writing books. These things can all be done. The reason I actually started giving seminars was because I hated giving seminars. Yeah, it just totally freaked me out. So I did it, because I think you have to do these things. I draw the line at parachute jumping. There's no way going into a plane and jumping out of it, because that just is not something I can see any sense to. It just makes, it's absurd. Same with bungee jumping. But things that the mind can't do or is uncomfortable doing, then I will do that. But I won't extend that to physical stuff. So I'm not going to climb the Matterhorn next week either, for that matter. Trying to pause this, not doing a very good job at the moment.